right, appreciate everybody showing up. It's all meeting in order. First notification is the presentation of the document of the presentation after 8 minutes.
Almighty God, we're thankful for the many blessings that you bestowed upon us. We're grateful that we can assemble together as a council and as members of the community who have like-minded interests for the betterment of our town. We pray, Father, for all of us who represent the city, that we will do so in a way that is well-pleasing to you. We ask that you'll go with us throughout this meeting, and we'll give you the glory whatever we accomplish. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first thing we do is approval of the council minutes for April 16th.
Yes, I know they be approved as written.
Second.
All right, we have approved. Motion to approve the minutes as written until second. Is there any questions or comments on the minutes? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Okay. Second item, Rockville Elementary School replacing outdoor sign. Ms. Felton.
Tonight I have Mr. Packard, the principal, and my child, and then Sherry Ball and Christy Ivan, who are chairing the committee to bring signs to complete the marquee sign that is in our disrepair out in front of the elementary school. So, Christy here.
Please, Mr. President, from the board that we right back.
Okay.
I can talk to the spirit there.
Okay. I know that you have some to go over. Do you need a new knowledge of practice or
It's okay.
You need on the, second thing?
yes, go to
Can we go to some items?
Yes, sir, absolutely. If you want to come back, yes, sir.
Great. It was just a great opportunity for them to get out to the press what was going on, what they were reading on any part of it.
Yeah, that's no problem, Mayor. You can come back and say it tonight.
Okay. We're ready to move on to that.
Yeah, we wanted
Okay. Under old business, first of all, I missed one. Future dates of council is May 21st, June 4th, May 18th, July 2nd, and 16th. Right, under old business, we have the employee civil service, Susan Grace is appointed, I think it's noted in everybody's desk, that Chief Miller and Council Place Miller appointed Susan Grace to the civil service. That was done April 12th. And according to Article 157 of the civil service, so Chief is working to sign that.
if you make it part of the county.
All, any questions on this? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? All right, next is the civil service. Keith Tyler resigned from the civil service. Yeah, his resignation.
I thought I just used the last meeting. I just haven't actually did anything. The last meeting today.
Keith resigned from the civil service, so we had to appoint another one, and the employee had to pick the next one. So the next item, we need to take a motion to make that on the next one.
Well, actually, it's not that about this. He was the employee appointment, yes, that's noted.
Okay. This is moving another employee next time.
I'll take it.
I'll feel a second. Any questions or comments about that motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? All right, so the next thing had to be done, when Chief was the employee representative for the civil service, so they had to appoint another one. They had an election, and they appointed Joe Spiller. So, here's one motion to do like that.
Jasonville was elected, I moved that, his election, I think it was last Thursday, he made a president, so we went across on the stage, and they was, made a second. He was the employee representative. I moved that he made first.
I'm here to say on that. Our motion is that, Josephville's election be made part of the minutes, and it's seconded by Laurie. Any questions or comments on that? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? All right, moving along.
Alright, so we have Terry Ross, Wagner from, I'm reading the, go and discuss what you, have with.
Can you stand up with me?
Well, my name is Christy Wagner. My daughter is a kindergartner at Nitro Council. With me tonight is Sherry Boggs, she has 2 boys at the elementary school. And then we have our Mr. Packer principal here as well. I just wanted to say thank you for allowing us to speak to the council tonight. I know that you're all very busy, so we won't take much time. But some of you may already be aware, our school has an immediate need for a new marquee. The current sign that's there, when you drive by, it looks pretty good. However, when you go up to it visibly, there are lots of problems, and it's barely standing. It has rusted, and at the hinges where you change it each month, it's almost rusted off. On one side, you have to prop it up in order to actually change the wording on the sign. So it's just becoming a hazard. We're not real sure how long it's even going to be there. So we started a campaign to raise some money. Right now, the sign is used primarily by the school to set up our important dates to communicate with parents in the community about what's going on at school. The sign that we would like to get will hold a whole lot of information. Not only can it be used for the school, I mean, we're right there by City Hall, so we can put some community events on there as well. I brought those things tonight for you. I brought a copy of the sign, what we proposed and hope to get for the school. We've gotten some estimates. This is what we like the best. There's some extras that maybe you would like your copy. You can see it's going to be $11,863. And I know that that's a lot of money for a time. However, it will be there 30, 40, 50 years from now. It is state-of-the-art. I am working right now with a company to get the same kind of donation for them to remove our current sign. And on Thursday, I'm meeting with Canal Block to hopefully get another foundation and in-kind donation for the same one. To date, we have raised $6,000, which for what is a lot of money. We have been out in the business community asking for donations. We've been to the barbershop over to All-Grade. We've tried to meet everyone in the city, asking everyone to give a little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to apprise Tom that way. And we've offered some advertising to businesses. I know I'm in a law firm, and you write checks, you want to get something out of it. So we get a live hit newsletter monthly. We will list all the businesses in that, and then any business that gets $100 or more, we're going to list them in our student handbook at the beginning of the school year. And for those of you that have kids in school, you refer to that throughout the entire school year. You have a question about self-schedule, how you find your kid out early, dress code, you refer to that throughout the year. So that would be, really good advertising. We challenge all of the churches in Lakeland to give us $100 donation for the time. At the school, we've had 2 fundraisers so far just for the time. Before you tonight is another proposed fundraiser between now and the end of the year, and we've also scheduled 2 more fundraisers in school. 2 of those fundraisers are weather dependent, so I'm estimating around $1,000 for those 3 fundraisers. So here's, what we've been up against, and it's fairly similar to challenging than what I thought to raise this money. So here's some of the things that we've been up against. We've applied for community grants with Walmart, Mardi Gras, the Nitro Condition and Visitor Bureau, the Knowles County Commission. I've got my partner, Mr. Carpenter. I did follow up with him today. And then our partners in education. Most of those things, they don't see signage or it doesn't look good to us, and we've given it to this organization. So, thank goodness the Nitro businesses have been super supportive. So we're here tonight hoping to get some assistance for our school or some suggestions with what you think that we should do. Next year, it's been in the newspaper, Nitro Elementary Schools losing their Title I funding. That's huge for our schools. If you don't know what Title I or what Title I is, I didn't. If your child having trouble in school, that can be used to help get them caught up, to make sure that they're reading on level and give them a little bit of extra help and support. But the bonus with that money is the whole school benefited from it. So there were some curriculums that even though, say, my daughter didn't need it, she benefited from that. So next year that money will not be available. The school already does 5 major fundraisers. That's a major fundraiser every other month. There's only 400 kids over there. More than 60% of the schools are poverty level. So the money that we raise for those fundraisers next year, we need that for classroom materials, supplies, office. I've heard you go make your comment, you see the necklaces that they wear for school awards. These are not cheap. I hope that you consider our request. I mean, we are different in the high school and other organizations out there. We don't have a football team. I can't charge you admission to come here to our thing or to great graduation. We can't have, kids aren't always have bar wash. We went to the show today dinner. It's fantastic, horrible performance with the show fire. But, at the elementary level, you're really limited. The high school has alumni that supports them. Not ever did it occur to me to write a check to the elementary school until we started the fund drive. So we don't have benefactors out there waiting to write us a check. Now we're working to change that with our little school. But we're here tonight to ask the city to help us with the purchase of this time. Through our fundraising efforts, I believe that we're going to be around $4,000 short. But our school is the heart of Nitro. We're right here by City Hall. There's no reason why all of us can't benefit from this time. And these kids, they're our future. One day, they're going to be sitting in every one of your seat packers, making the same difficult decision that you're making tonight. So we have to be their voice. The high school is ranked, I looked it up, it's 15th or 16th in the state of 128 high schools. That's remarkable for the little town of Nitro to have a national ranked school. That would be a reason for me to move here. Well, of course you're going to drive by the elementary school. We have an amazing playground. If we had this on, we have no building, but it would look really good and bring us up to date, just refresh the look of our school. So I'm here tonight to ask you to help us work out something, and like I said, I'm open to suggestions. We have spoken with Stewart, and they told us once we had half the money raised, we would have to make the down payment in 9 weeks. That's when the time will be delivered for the other half. We ideally would like to have the sign in place by the beginning of the year, of the school year. and I know that we are cutting it close, timing-wise. You will have anything you want to add?
Since I've been at Nitro, 2009, I took a educational thing and we refreshed that school and I worked on probably over 1,000 work orders and finally got it changed. I realized that when you go looking for homes from you could live in the community, they want to know what kind of school you have. Like your elementary schools get AYP every year since AYP started back in 2004. Hopefully we can continue that services in Taiwan, even though we have around 63% of our children are in poverty range. We lost Taiwan because of our working force. We had a lot of working force in West Town, and instead of this year, we took the coverage for Taiwan. Those that don't work that are so poor that they got no job. And our working force is going to be stuff, and we bring the silence and community to benefit everyone's community. Because we can make it out when you got council meetings, you want people to see the involved in your organization and the city. Everyone become a part of the city. We wrote the grant, we did the playground, we included that as part of the community where all children in the city can come and enjoy the playground. Just like the city parks you have. The more city parks you have, the better your city is for new families and other families in your community. We're doing all we can on our part. We have even to maintain the playground cost $1,000. And our Board of Education does not put one penny in the playground. They do not put one penny towards fines. These are all in-house donations that we get. But we think, we send out a newsletter every month. People come every day and call. I didn't get that message. Kids didn't bring the newsletter home. I didn't know that we had a meeting with PPO or there's a concert going on. Great cars about both the times or the outcomes they can get. And we put that on the marquee. We read the signs from the corner. We don't know the 124 cars in every one of them from the store inside the sign. And they read the marquee. It's neon light flashing across there. They're going to see the place where we have no way for the Nitro Council and the city Nitro. And so we benefit everyone from the community everywhere. Plus, we do have to publish our handbook each year. We're going to put names of every individual who gave money for that site, or we're replacing everyone at that site into that handbook. So at least around 400 parents are going to be able to see that there's a city, there's businesses, and people who are supporting school. And you don't know when consolidation is going to flare up suddenly again. They're going to start consolidating schools in the high school. They're going to talk over the years. And the more involvement we have in the community, the more likely we are to go before the SBA and get money to make sure that we keep a high school and elementary school within the city of Life, which benefits this city a lot. And we do appreciate you all taking the time to hear us give our little speeches to try to enlighten some point that we understand you have really did, and just like we consider anything you could to help us.
Does that include the information about that?
No, it doesn't. It's all the scale.
We have some, well, my husband's an engineer, her husband was for AD, and we have some, also, I have contacted with South America, they do masonry work, they have, he's a member of the union, I don't know a whole lot, but he will supervise the laying of the sand work. I haven't heard back from him yet, but I have already started going forward with, making sure that we've got stone. I mean, we could do it cheaply and just put it up on the metal structure, and I've got that donated already, so the work looks really nice. Yeah, it's a great looking sign, and we have an amazing school. I mean, I don't know maybe Sarah lives in Australia, my daughter's transferred. I live in Austin. But here's what I'll say about the school, because I did a lot of research. I looked up the report card. I wanted to know what kind of school she wants to. What are their test scores there? What kind of staff do they have? It is a fantastic school. school. There's only 400 kids there. She wouldn't believe what my daughter's learning. She might even have president. And I know we all say that, but it's because of the education she's getting now. She will be ready to go to college when she graduates from Nitro. But this foundation that she's doing now is just really important. I've never done fundraising on an elementary level, but you can only sell so much cookie dough. So I've made fundraisers is a lot.
Yeah, in addition, they're also going to do the first meeting night that we're having at the end of the year at school, so they're going to do big concessions for that and the meeting night after that, and also they're going to get approval for our food drive coming up. So, I mean, there are efforts that they are making and have made.
I think the fact that we've already raised $6,000 is a lot of money, because really when it comes down to it, I would rather raise $6,000 for a computer, for new libraries. I mean, this fund doesn't necessarily benefit for education directly. It benefits the community.
So you've raised, I mean, basically half of the money.
Yeah.
And Christine, it's like you did at this about a month.
I've been doing this for 6 weeks. And, you know, I've gone to this church my entire life. I'm a graduate of such a high school. I'm pretty persistent. I manage a large law firm in Charleston, and I can't tell you how many times I've called businesses back to say, hey, I emailed you this letter. I'm, hoping to hear from you, and let me sell you on this. Let me, because here's what I would get. Well, I've already given my money to the football team. You can see the time I put on the softball field. And I understand that.
Losing that school would be a big deal, because to me, to have the school there to go to the quality point. I know that building sold because I remember I was there for years and years.
I talked to you on the day. You told me you were going to be
it was shipped, so that the building was built.
Right.
But the structure is still excellent. The upkeep is beautiful. The plant, the whole area is great. And to me, it's an important part of the community.
Well,
So I think we should do whatever we can. And individually, I'm a business owner in my career.
Right.
So your words are wrong.
I mean, it's a busy intersection, and I think that we can all agree to that. And the fact that we are this close to City Hall, I mean, it really stands out.
We're all on the same page. I mean, yes,
We want to do it with part of the next generation thing, standards that are coming to the school this fall has to do with teaching children to communicate. And we have to do that as adults too. And we fail miserably at that because we can't get a message out to the people. You can't look at the paper anymore. People don't look at paper. They have computers in front of them. They're looking at high-tech stuff, the easy stuff is the way that goes. Science is basically we can communicate with our friends.
I do have one thing about this fund. I think Mr. Davis asked. This fund does include shipping, and it does include the communication, computer device, so that we have things.
I'd like to ask a question. What about
we don't have our bills fairly clear here with the budget.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What did you say, everybody said, what was my payment due? Or when would you need the final $4,000?
We would need it when we receive the funds. Correct? They have to be ordered, and the rest is due upon.
If you already ordered.
No, I don't think everybody takes $6,000.
You say you're going to be about, you're going to get it off yourself.
I think that I will be $4,000 short. Right now, I have $6,000. I still have 3 fundraisers out there, and I have several businesses I've not given up on, and I'm still working.
Can we as a council say that when your fundraising is over, when the day the funds delivered, that we will pay the remaining amount at $6,000 because you might need $3,000?
Yeah, and I will continue to work towards that. I mean, my words are out, the price is up for people.
Guarantee that you get it. the children. I don't know how many times we try to get information out there on the sewer street. I don't know how much of these girls do much is. Yeah, I don't really like that. But it would be like, I drive by there all the time. I can see things with the same. And I went there and I had no kids over there. It's still standing to
my kids are actually beyond that age anymore. But I live on Dixie Road, so I drive by the sun almost every day. And as president of the Nitro Senior Advisory Council, and our next meeting trying to get a donation towards this sign. In the meantime, I'd like to give my personal donation to the sign.
Thank you very much.
That's my title for it.
Thank you. I'll keep counting $10, $20, $30 at a time, and that's okay. There's a lot of very small businesses here, and Terry and I, we spread them all.
In fact, we're giving the community citation about a couple months ago for the Constitution, and I'm certainly willing to do this.
I'd like to dig in a second and say thank you. We've come to a crisis this year all over the United States about school starting standing up and it's been after years standing up and just the censor of the blue and the southern. I'd like to say that the Nitro City Police and the mayor and the city council, I thank all of you for the support that you've done to our school and so there's a lot of people that we have a lot of parents who choose to send their kids to school right after that for fear of coming to school and people copycat the violence that's going on. And this gentleman patrols the halls every day, they still come daily, and I just can't thank you for that. Thanks for the people there. And all the support that you all did at the school over the years, supported a lot of things for the school, and we'd like to keep that partnership going. If they wish to do it, please come.
So any of us that want to make a donation, what do we make it to?
They have their own system, yeah.
I don't know what the funds commingle, but it's Nitro Elementary School, and I can give you a copy of the letter that when we've met with businesses, this is, well, I mean, this is what I've given them. The secretary holds the text for us, and we have kept the words, and we, I have a copy.
You give me a copy of that, I'll take the senior advisory council.
Okay.
A copy that went on the news and the notebook. Okay, so I read that.
Well, I did the copy.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Well, right here, this has my phone number on it, and Jerry's phone number as well, school. It talks about this, and I talked to this night.
Yeah. I should write that down here. I've got a sales company out here. I want you to come to
I will tell you, I had a kindergartner, and you'll probably see me again, because I have a baby at home. So, but here's what I will tell you. I will never ask something of you that I'm not willing to do myself. I've written a check for this time myself, and I'm willing to work for it. I think that their education is extremely important. I want my daughter to get here one day. I want my daughter to get here.
I'm very impressed with your presentation. You're a great example. So, hopefully this lady will be a wonderful help. I hope this takes the lead and becomes the leader of the PTO. Right.
The motion will modify to, will amend this motion to add the remainder, the balance, and the sign after the fundraiser.
All right. So, you make a motion today up to $4,000 from the city council to assist in paying for the school side, like your elementary school side. All right, Marty made the motion, we have a second. And I'll second. All right, are there any questions or comments on the motion?
I'd just like to say, what's already basically been said is that I think the important part of the identity of the community is found within the schools that are there. And I think we should do everything we possibly can to support the elementary school and the high school.
do that. It's just actually cars over here, and it's going to take kids out of that car, and it's highlighted migrated on stage, so Mr. Todd opens the car and will take her out.
Believe me, that's the best part about it. Many times like that last week, I need to laugh at something.
A couple times here lately.
Any more questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Okay, no.
Ask each of you,
Thank you.
Okay. Now, when we look at, yeah, this is a good drive, it's on the agenda, it's voted out, we're ready to go.
No, you can skip ahead, Mayor.
All right, let's go down to the big drive when we got here too. Big drive.
I really don't have to say much more. I'm actually going to get her to come in and do the next presentation we have to do. They're asking for permission to do a food drive on May 25th. That's one of the fundraisers. We've done it for other organizations. We talked about the safety aspect of who's going to do it, and they seem to be the most organized people that I've ever spoke with about running something. So,
Big drive.
we did one, we did softball, we did one, I did one about a week ago.
I thought the CSW had requested. Okay. All right, I'll make a motion to approve food drive for May 25th is ready to start.
What time is it? I mean, we're gonna do it later tonight, you need money.
Yeah. Between 20 and 21st.
Any questions about that motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the bathroom door bids for city parks.
We need to see one bid to do doors for the, which bathrooms are these? All that for all of the city parks? Okay, one bid was from Chipper, Ohio. $3,936.69. Age at children at age 4, 2, 3, different areas.
That's about right. I think it was about 15, like 17 or
And I believe that's less than stone. Price does not include any installation.
you guys can install those, right?
Toilet in the city.
So 3,000 what?
At children's park, the pavilion, shelter tour, and the lake. Yes. Now, the only wrinkle for Councilwoman Tyler said that her husband was able to get some stuff installed. Did you hear about that? I talked about.
That's for little expensive.
Well, I wasn't talking about the one you got. I'm talking about if there is more out there that's on CCTFO, that is,
Yeah.
and they donate to the local
there and I can see if there's any more out there, suggestions to make, or is there like right there coming out of there?
I think there's only 4 downstairs.
So there may not be enough, is that your point? I mean, I can check and check, but I didn't, you know. Have that easy. Yeah, he's working along that way.
They don't care, so that's another exactly down for LPC and they're on LCD and they're on set, but now they're still the LCD. LPC and two, so.
And that they help people go through quite a while. Mark the line.
Oh, these two things. Just there. Yeah, we can't wait that long. We got midnight coming out.
Right.
All these things, we have to get these bathroom doors. When I think all these things, let's just say it's start, yes. We still get doors for them. I think Brenda might help you, that's still be glad to get her in better shape. Could we make a motion to approve up to that much? Or not, we probably would.
I'll know tomorrow.
Yeah. You better ain't know what it's for, what we got for. Can you do that? Before you actually vote.
Yes, facts. You cover the facts and then you take this, you cover that, take the whole, whole facts, right?
Yeah, I know.
We did.
That's the one. 17.
Her property is,
Yeah.
6 so we lied and others.
Details, my biggest concern would be that living like that.
It's hard to a month. You can't tell me what.
But it's going to stop already or it's just live?
Approximately 2 to 3 feet depth for steel border and 5 more foot of draw.
Well, yeah.
I'm really upset with this.
Go ahead, let's find out. She might have 17 more tomorrow.
Who knows? I mean, I think he's got it in the past for him, because I have no way of knowing. So, and once he said it might be, I'm fine, we take away. You know, we can go.
He can pay your mission side. Rita's made a motion to accept the bid from, Shipworth for the bathroom doors. He's second hand on large sector. Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Thank you.
Tom said, hell, it should be, because I don't know what to say here.
Don't tell it, y'all. That's the story of the next couple of days.
We need to take like someone up at the time.
Well, that's probably more students coming out of those, y'all most of them will
That's
have.
right. That's right.
Whatever. Okay, request to use football soccer practice field, call Sunday Smith football page. That's actually you, Larry, if you want to get that.
Oh, did you hear back? Do you want me to hear back from?
Yes, I talked to, JR. My only concern about the motion was, or about this was, I was afraid he wanted to have you in the soccer and the house was practice also there. He understands all that. He understands what it's used and where they use it.
Okay. Yeah, because we were trying to determine what the soccer schedule was.
Yeah, we don't have soccer schedule.
The request was like Monday through Friday, and then games on Sunday. And
so I'm making a motion that we approve this.
Mayor, question, is there any compensation involved?
No.
Okay, is there any question whether or not they have insurance because of their leaves and that?
I'm sure
Is
they
it insurance?
I will test it. Yeah, I'm not doing what I'm real busy.
That's something to think about if the council would want to do is have them sign an agreement to indemnify the city should something unfortunate happen and they and the city be sued since you're providing facilities free of charge. I mean, it's just something to think about if you want to.
No,
So
it's
your
your time.
decision.
We already need it from the high school too.
Well, they want to still. So, I want to make a motion for that. Someone make a motion to approve this. I want to make a motion to approve the request to use football, soccer practice field, cross Major League Football, and also to instruct the city attorney to draw up an agreement. Draw up an agreement concerning the city of any liability.
That's all they do.
I feel like you knew exactly what I needed to ask.
Andy made a motion to allow the use of football, soccer practice field for our attorney to draw up an agreement that is the liability. And Alan seconded it. Is there any questions or comments on that motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Under new business, we have one here, first reading of ordinance annex I-54, but actually sent to the ordinance committee.
Actually, even that might be a little premature because I've asked the city attorney to look at a couple of things. I want to make sure we do it right.
Okay.
And so I want to wait until he gets back, probably next time, so that we have a good idea what we're talking about. Still been meeting on doing an ordinance, if we're not really sure exactly what else we're going to do. Which is kind of entertaining. So,
All right, let's move on to the next item. West Virginia Municipal Home Rule Policy.
a couple of weeks ago, I distributed to each of the council members a copy of the Senate Bill 435, which the governor signed a couple of days ago. What it did was allow 20 cities to participate in the home rule, the next home rule chapter, if you will. And I noticed that, well, I'm going to that. What it entails is, what it allows is for the cities that are allowed to join in this to do those things that are otherwise they're not allowed to do. They can draft up ordinances to cover things, to do certain areas, do certain activities. And it provides a means of funding some of that through up to a 1% consumer sales tax. And what the bill says is that you can have the 1% consumer sales tax if the municipality reduces or repeals the B&O tax. It doesn't say how much of a reduction, it doesn't say in any one of or how many classifications, it just says reducing. If the B&O tax is reduced, it can never again be increased in that area that was reduced without repealing the sales tax. Charleston has been discussing this very extensively, and they're correct in what they're saying, not reading the bill anyway. Charleston decided not to reduce the B&O tax. Yeah, that's right. Which until I think July of this year, they are still able to do the 0.5% sales tax under the current home rule status. But from that point on, they couldn't do it under the new home rule bill. It's a strange situation. But if they wanted to impose it and go to the home rule board and get it approved before I think it's July 1, then they can continue with it. That's a different story altogether. There are many projects that I've heard discussed, brought up over, I don't know how many years now, that the city just doesn't have any money to do anything. These are such things as have been discussed, new city hall, police complex for the police to be located outside of this structure. Good article in the paper this morning. New fire station up by the marketplace with fire trucks to be located there. Been discussion of an RV park up at the lake, or an amphitheater sometime up at the lake, museum. I mean, there's many of things, they're capital projects, which I think the city, if the city wants eventually go forward with those, they have to find the money someplace, and it's really safe that we're going to get a grant. It isn't going to happen. It just won't get there. We're talking about the major dollars. What the home rule does is allow for the accumulation of those dollars, provided that in the report that developed with the home rule board, the city puts down what it's going to use the money for. And I think that's a good planning tool anyway that the city council and city administration should have. Long ago, I recall when Richard Nixon was president, yes, I am that old to remember this. They had a revenue sharing program in which certain amount of federal money was sent back to the local municipalities and such to be expended for projects they wanted. Some municipalities would use the money for all sorts of things, including additional personnel, things that they would get on the hook for. There was just an ongoing activity. Others would use the money that they received for specific purchases, specific projects, whether it was building a new city hall, whether it was buying police cars, whatever the case. And they actually came out ahead because when the program ended, they had their purchases, they were set, they were taken care of, they didn't have to worry about them. Those that had hired additional personnel and that kind of activity, those people went without a job all of a sudden. It was not a good situation. I could envision where this kind of program would help the city of Nitro insofar as providing funding for the construction of these projects, the purchase of these certain types of equipment, whatever the case may be. As a result of this, my rather elongated discussion here, I would move that the mayor appoint a committee of city council members to study this issue and make a recommendation to the city council insofar as whether the city should actually participate in this kind of program. If so, develop a list of priority expenditures or priority projects they want to use funds for. If they can figure out approximate costs, they can have those also. And basically, to kind of have this put together, not for the next city council meeting, but for the following.
I don't know about you, so I can't know that written down.
Well, okay, but if you're looking at it, you go for different projects that they want to participate and come back in 4 weeks.
Okay. Are we going to regulate what the governor's office does?
No, all we would end up doing is using, if the city council, the committee recommends to the city council, and the city council agrees to try and move forward with this, the city is required to develop a report to the home rule board. And that report says what they want to do, what they're, insofar as what different aspects, whatever projects, whatever, prioritize, or lay it out. Now, it's kind of interesting to note that if the city does this, and the city ends up enacting ordinances for these specific things, as they're needed, those ordinances, even though home rule may eventually drop on the wayside, the ordinances and the means of funding those ordinances continue until you repeal by the council. So that means whatever you're doing now for this will continue on. And like I said, this is, the funding on this, we can reduce a small amount on B&O, but that doesn't mean we can't at a later time say what our finances look like. Reduce it further. We just won't be able to chat it back up. We can reduce at a later time the sales tax rate, but we can't take it back up. We would have to use the state tax commissioner, their good officers for the collection, and then there's a whole process that they go through as far as then getting money back to the city. But this could work, like I said. I think the city council needs to look at it very carefully and try and come up with a determination whether they want to participate in this. Just so we can sit together and submit a report to the home rule board. That doesn't mean they're going to approve it, but there's no way they're going to approve anything that isn't submitted.
Purpose bill, are they still enact this where they have, I know that they have a city tax, but I don't know if they utilize that city tax through the home rule.
I don't, Charleston, Bridgeport, Beasley, and Huntington, the only four with home rule right now.
All of those have 1%.
Yeah. Barbara doesn't have sales tax. They have a gigantic retail classification of the B&O to that small.
Yeah, they have 1% contract, and that's it.
Where they get 1% sales tax? It's not home rule. There's no office left. Unless they're going one other way, and there it is that they have on their own repealed their B&O tax totally and gone for a 1% sales tax, and that's a specific code article, 813C, I believe it is, which goes through that process. When I was with the tax department, I don't believe that had happened at that time.
Well, let's do this. If everybody wants to volunteer to serve on this committee, I'm sure John wants to do it.
Yeah, but middle of next week or the following city council meeting, I'll be out of town. But yeah, I'm out, yes.
Laurie?
And,
Okay, well, y'all just make the motion, I want you to change it a little bit. We have a second. We have the committee consisting of you, me, Laurie, and Andy. Okay. To develop a report for evaluation by the home rule board.
First of all, recommend the council if we're going to do this.
All right, recommend to the council.
And I would also like to say that if any members of the public would like to be involved in this process, by all means, because they're the ones who are going to be ultimately affected.
Well, the good news is, we've gone through this process the last 3 or 4 years. We have a good plan in place. I have a good confidence on what these projects will cost. We're way ahead of the other city in that respect. We still have to say we're very more similar to that plan that we have in place.
Like I said, the thing that this does is allow a mechanism to get to move forward with it. If we want to, because it is a consumer sales tax on the same thing that the state imposes a sales tax on, except for the sale of gasoline and motor vehicles.
Okay, so what's the motion going to be? We got to get anything for some, then make the motion.
Okay, move that. So, the committee composed of the mayor and chairman, or Elkins and myself, meet as necessary to develop the recommendation to city council insofar as whether the city of Nitro should attempt to participate in the home rule program.
All right, how much tax do we have to pay?
That was part of what you would recommend. You would have to give up your. It doesn't say, it just says you do it. It says,
Well, they tell what the
no, it says in the bit, and I gave you, and in there it says reduce the receipt. That's all it says. It doesn't say how much.
But they vote.
So basically, we don't have much in the way of manufacturing, we can reduce manufacturing transportation by 50%.
Okay. John has moved the committee, correct me if I'm wrong, the committee composed of the mayor, Andy Shepard, the body officers, and John's going to meet as necessary to present to city council a plan to proceed with providing a report to the home rule. We got a second on that. All right, Al, second. All right, is there any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion? John, I really appreciate that, man. You've been involved there. That is a tremendous opportunity for the town. We have this discussion all the time. One of the things the city council does is stand with all others. Even more important, the city council has to come away to generate revenue. This is a great opportunity to do that. Okay, next item. Replacement of the engine 2002 International Garbage Truck and condition for that other again.
Okay, well, unfortunately, the plan we had in the 2013-2014 budget for a new garbage truck, which was delivery day for all the trucks of 2013. But the truck that we was initially going to use as a backup truck is this truck that the engine goes up in. And this engine's been a money pit for quite some time, and John and I have had a discussion on this. And the truck is really worth putting the engine in. It takes 3 trucks to run the town. And we have currently 4 trucks with one with the engine blade in. And the third truck is a 1996 model, which actually was the one we was going to put in station. So it is not worth putting any money in, the engine, the packer, any of that. It's done. And if it goes down right now, then we only have 2 trucks. And so get some search around. It's International engine, which is the BP466E engine. It's not a real common engine for around here, and there's only a couple buses in State West Virginia that I can even work on. One of them being Heritage out on Gulf Mountain Road is actually where we take it to, and every time we go there, it's at least $2,000. And I couldn't tell you the number, the exact number that we spent on this truck engine. But I talked to John. John pretty much said it's a good deal to go ahead and give you guys 3 quotes on engines. I found the cheapest 3 engines I had. It's a replacement engine, turnkey job. It drops the truck, got 2-year warranty with it, and it's about $9,800. I believe it was the cheapest one, up to $11,000. Now, in saying that, you can go to Heritage out there and they rebuild you one for about $25,000 or $30,000. And that's the same engine. So we can go this route, which is what I presented to John also, and he has the same thing that you guys had. So he was asking if I come and present it to you, but we're kind of in a no-win situation here.
We got the 3 written quotes.
Those 3 written quotes, the 3 quotes from the 3 companies that we contacted. I mean, we contacted probably 20 or 25, but I just took the 3 cheapest.
But the work would be done at Heritage.
No, we would do, our mechanic will actually do the work. We just have to have the engine.
This blade remanufacturing, is that a rebuild engine?
Yes, that's a remanufactured engine. That's a 2-year warranty.
Are all these
They're all remanufactured. They're all identical.
They're all identical, different products.
With different prices.
And it's, blades is, that's the product.
That's the best price, and they also said that they would improve 3 years.
This actually John's idea, it's a very good idea. And when I'm on the truck, we all, I think we're over $25,000, $9,800 on this, and we're kind of on the road. It's all protected. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, fires on that truck, and I'll have to do that.
I'll make a mention that they said there's no sale to increase on the price.
I'm looking, the purchasing procedures that we have speak of, under $1,000 and then from 1,000 to 5,000, but I'm not seeing where it speaks of over 5,000. This is, I don't have an answer for you right now. I'm just concerned about the, over 5,000 card. I don't know if that requires a formal bid being put out, published in this line.
I was just going to say, Mayor, where the Public Works Director just said that it takes 3 trucks to maintain the trash within the city. This could almost border on an emergency situation, because the one truck that they're relying on now, we were scrapping. Just, the plan was to scrap it. So if if you're down to 2 trucks and if something were to happen, it could almost border on like an emergency situation where the 3 bids would be acceptable.
That's a good idea. We had, last week we had 1 truck.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go with that.
I would say it's an emergency situation, and that we accept $9,800.
Thank you, Jesse. You got a second on that? Okay, you got a motion, and the emergency situation to approve the bid for $9,800 for the purchase of this, engine, and this replacement engine for 2000 carbon truck. It's a second. Okay, any questions, comments on the motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Okay, very good. All right, resolution, the electronic communication LGov. Believe it or not, our website is almost up. Hopefully it's going to be up on Friday. Jennifer Kelly, she's got some more things going. Actually, they're going to take one, I think, of it. Well, you're going to hit one thing, I think it's all the way to the right. And do that, so we have one thing we're going to offer on the website is the ability to pay the bill online. You go in and pay the bill online. And it requires a resolution to read that.
Yes. It's a resolution authorizing participation in electronic commerce program. It simply spells out that West Virginia State Treasurer's Office has a program that eGov or LGov project, and you should have a copy of the resolution. It's a secure method of electronic funds transfer and collection of revenue. The second section says if the deposits in the investment account with a consolidated fund, and then interest-bearing account. And because of the fact that we're a political subdivision, we can participate in this. So I move that we pass this resolution allowing us to participate in the Treasurer's electronic commerce state of West Virginia.
Okay, Reed made a motion, John seconded, to approve the resolution to participate in the LGov Treasurer's Office and electronic commerce. This resolution is actually required, we have to have it passed before they will set it up for us. So is there any questions or comments on the resolution?
And
the three areas of which we participate in offering accepting credit cards, debit cards, and other payments, electronic funds purchases, taking electronic fund transfers, and utilizing lockbox service for the collection of revenue.
We'll go through any utility, not utility.
Yeah, we won't, the only utility we accept is pretty hard, so, wastewater.
We'll just see the different things, let's be able to pay for shelter, and whatever we can set up on.
Now, we haven't accepted debit or credit cards, so.
Most of these have this place, on a new website, we can do this. So is there a question or comment about the motion? All in favor? All opposed? Unanimous. All right, full employee manual approval, Ms. Elton.
There, for several years, there has not been a written full manual or guidelines, those were, quote unquote, understood guidelines that felt the need to have an employee manual, and so we utilized manuals that were already in place with current cities and laws on the hourly, and it was approved by Parks and Recreation Committee, and I would like to make a motion that we accept the employee manual as recommended by Parks and Rec.
Okay, we'll have to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the Parks and Rec Committee to approve the full employee manual, and Bill has seconded. Any questions or comments? All in favor? All opposed? Yeah, you should.
I will need a copy for Mary Beth too.
I'm gonna get you this, and I have an electronic copy, and I can email.
Okay.
How do you have email yet? I'll show you. Put your,
All right, thank you, this email to all of you. Payment of long-term plan, full plan. I'll be on this outside, so I'm going to copy it out for the, I'll set that.
Yeah, it's a single plan agreement with Baker, and a total of $9,700. They will generate a full plan for improving the facilities of the school are in need of updating. It's really valid, and there's a lot of things that need to be done, so in order to apply for grants, to essentially offset the cost of being improvement, and could be that process in place, and I'm going to wait until the meeting, so I'm sorry, that we pay the long-term plan out of the hotel motel tax, and so $9,700 to make
So they know.
But this is not,
This is like I've already made a motion that we accept Baker Engineers agreement to develop plans for the pool at a cost of $9,700. Do we have a second on that? Okay. Alan seconds that. The person that's still having do these plans has done these all across the country. He actually came from Georgia, somewhere out there, Georgia. I think it was, he got a came from Georgia, he looked at our pool, he's going to develop a whole set of plans, and then allow us to submit for the grant that we need to pull this off. The idea was, last year, we were just going to tear that pool house down and build another pool house, and then we were going to build the bathroom or concession stand one year, and the guy said, well, which one are you going to do first? The concession stand or the bathroom? So, anytime you go in any project, you got to have a plan first. You can't just go out and start telling buildings. That's what I'm saying something about. We got to have professional design on it. It's just like building a house. And I know these things cost money, but If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. It's like building a house, you just don't go out there and tear it down, start over. I've seen people do that. And you'll see a door on the second floor of the building. With no steps. All you do is open up the door, you fall 20 feet. I've seen them, so I mean, so.
Land is essentially as the plan in order to even qualify for the grant.
Right. That is why we're being successful with our grant, because we have plans in place. So any questions or comments about the motion?
You're using this guy from Florida, or from Georgia, who take for transportation?
No, that's all right here.
Okay.
He's already been up here twice.
Okay.
He's got design forms, clear across the country, he's got better use clear across the country, design forms, so he's professional at it. You know, we're going to want to put a flash mark in, and maybe a little bit bigger slide, and you know, big dictator areas, and so he's going to put together. They have to cheap this delay, which is another thing. When you have plans, you can do the project cheaper. Any other questions or comments? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? All claims, Nitro Building, Community Day Parade, Ms. Cox.
Yes, let's see, that's May 18th. Ivan, you want to speak to that?
Well, we start down across the tracks with Ronald, and we go to the ball field. We have had this for several years.
For the Little League.
Yes. Then we used to have a parade the opening day, but not so, we did enough before we snowed a lot.
Right.
We kind of moved it into what, in May.
And some, so many of the teams play at a time and they started different. So this is May 18th, what time? 9:30?
The parade starts at 10, we start lining up at 9.
I'll make a motion that we, and then just. All right.
We have a motion to approve the Nitro Building request for the Community Day Parade on May 18th.
Alan seconded. Any questions or comments on that motion? All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Okay, budget revision, Ms. Cox.
Yes. Should have a copy. It's getting very near the end of the fiscal year, and these budget revisions are to get us in line. Let's see, there's a resolution and then there's 2 pages. The grants were increased because we received another grant. The mayor's office budget was increased, council was decreased. We didn't use the money that we thought we would. Reporter's office decreased by 10,000, treasurer by 15. The judge's budget, judge's office increased by 5,000. Building inspection decreased by 10, I believe, because we didn't, we didn't do those demolitions on the house. City hall budget increased, public works increased, TV decreased by 85,000. Fire department increased, street and highway 5,000 increased, garbage decreased by 3,000, parks and rec at 5,000 increase, fairs and festivals, festival increased 10,000, library, and library increase is for some chairs. She is getting computer chairs, and the ones she has are just in terrible shape. The increase in culture and recreation, $50,000, I can't speak to that. I don't know what that's about. You know what that means?
No, I don't.
Yeah, let's go down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I move that we pass this resolution
I'm sorry, yeah, I did the best thing, to, approve these, budget stuff.
So that increase of $11,000.
We're still at, 12-13.
By restating budget, we pass this resolution approving the budget changes for fiscal year 12-13. Yes, second that. Are there any questions or comments? Doesn't have to be done every year.
Yes.
All in favor of the motion? All opposed? Yes, thank you.
And one of the reasons we're doing it now, we've been criticized in the past by the officer, not really a thing that we get a thing on, that we wait till June to do this. And, because that's really, toward the end of the year, when you know where the money's supposed to be and where it's going to need to be. So many of these, numbers are just projections, we're estimates, so, we're trying to do it a little earlier than the fiscal year.
All right, we're going to get through here. Johnny, you're next, buddy. You got anything?
None tonight, Mayor.
One thing I got, and I'll keep it short, is we're having our second backwater meeting on the backwater down in all Avenue. Started being my office at 10 a.m. So if anybody wants to see them. And we've already paid the money for the riverfront park study before this year, so that study should begin soon. Next on the council study, I think we're starting to keep about it. Bill?
Yeah, a couple of things. The CBB ordinance last night, you approved the April minutes. I'd like to make a motion that they accept for council.
I still made motion to add the council motion. Second, Ryan, on your questions, comments, all in favor? All opposed?
Second, I'd like to thank our CDD director, Callie Crook, for all the work she's done in the last year and a half. She's accepted the position of another company, and the last thing would be she's willing to work on an hourly basis until we find a replacement and decide what CDD and NGA will do. She has many grants, but she's working on the process and she wants to follow through. Thirdly, 2 weeks ago, worked for Andy, Laurie, Steele, Al, and I, and AJ. We met with the paving committee. We visited each street in the city. Hopefully, in about 2 weeks, we'll come back with some recommendations on which streets we feel like the most important thing. And we do know that there's a lot of concrete work really needs to be done in the city that I think is all behind the next couple of years. That's all.
Very good. The county has, we got over 20 grants, and it's incredible the amount of grants we are writing for everything comes in. We actually wrote a grant. All this has to be on that. We actually wrote a grant yesterday for trash bags. We found a grant where you can apply for trash bags through our recycling program that we have in place now. Because we put this little recycling program in place, you can apply for trash bags for every citizen in town. So we applied for that along with the chips. So we'll see how it goes. But, I think we can get up to $75,000 in that grant. So, John, say anything?
Yeah, I forgot to say, no, ordinance committee meeting on Thursday. I know people are just waiting to hear that. But this is kind of, normally just posted, it's normally taking place, so. Get that people, I don't have no respect.
It's pretty going to take us some of the concrete work. We just did 39th Street East, which has been a problem for years and years and years. They take that this way. And I think for the next place that I'll put it, and we'll start hitting some of those asphalt out there. So, it is a lot cheaper to do that. It's very stable intensive of it.
Yes,
A gentleman from USDA came to City Hall today and asked permission to do an ABIS study at Vineyard Park. It's called Animal Plant Health Inspection Service. They put up little boxes, and every 2 weeks, so October, they track, in 40 trees, they track carrot bugs and bugs that come in the oak tree. And he's going to do 40 trees out there, and they picked about 20 places in the area, and right now, of course, right now, so he said that the boxes are way up high in the tree, it's for his people walking around.
Well, that's a good thing, really. That's all it is. Like this. Lights out there and elm tree lights, and everybody remembers what it is yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do you think?
Yes, the wellness committee still in the discussion stage, but we actually have a visit from representatives from the Washington Department of Health and Human Resources, a subcommittee that wants to help support our committee and actually wants to use us as a pilot program for wellness within the state. So we're working with them, finding ways to initiate our plan, and that's, again, still in discussion, but it's going to be really great once we get things rolling. And Parks and Recreation meeting at 4 p.m. on Thursday, mostly just for good.
Very meeting,
Yes, the wellness committee has a major undertaking, and we got to put very motivated to do it. I just, like you said, the state is very interested. And all they would be down here on a regular basis.
They've heard us.
Yeah.
They've heard. What department was it? It's a subcommittee of a CCR, but this, Dr. Becker, is the connection through the arthritis. It's another committee in the chiropractor that loves practice. So they call it what we were doing, and they want to just do they actually help in the Ohio Valley. That's one area that they have begun to initiate, that's like Wood or Rome, Hopkins County. That they began these processes and are seeing real results and are very willing and excited to help us initiate our process.
Yes, Mayor, the NDA meeting next Tuesday, May 14th at 6 p.m. in the NDA boardroom. I'd like to also recognize Kelly Pruitt for her work for the city and recognize all the people who came out. Was it 2 Saturdays ago for our town cleanup celebration of Earth Day? However you want to turn it, we had at least 30 people or more come out and contribute to that, and notice the fresh mulch and the iron plant that was done that day. And like I say, we had over 15 people come from Nitro Council and from different organizations and help with that. So that was a positive thing to see.
Yeah, that's right. Tom?
Yeah, I got 3 quick things. None of them are related to season, unfortunately. I don't know whether to thank the city of Nitro or the state highway department, but 5 great big potholes on Great Street Road finally temporary pass.
That's okay.
That's okay. City of Nitro, I appreciate that. The other item is about 2 or 3 months ago, we thought might be a confrontational incident on our signal line. We've asked the police department to run through our building with them on Friday night, and they've been very good about doing that. And the last item is that, for a long time, that fire sign up at the Vineyard Lake always said that it was a high risk. In the last 2-3 months, somebody's going to replace that sign pretty much every day with the actual risk of the fire danger. I think that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's right there. Any other comments? Speaking of concrete and sturdiness, did you notice that they're using one of the old piers? You say, oh, it's a bridge. Oh, yeah, they don't. Are they going to sandblast it? Because it looks like heck. They're going to use the existing piers. I have no idea what they're saying.
That pier's coming down.
Are you sure?
No, they're building on it now. They're putting decent on it.
My understanding is that to get that long
own feet still, that was the other two.
Yeah, I saw them pretty good down.
Yeah, I think it's over the
No business hours.
Now, Mayor, actually, I had one thing, but then another item was brought up about the Pool and Baker Engineering. I know that I think July, August of last year, there was some discussion about entering into an agreement where Baker would be the kind of go-to engineering company, and the former city attorney said that that really couldn't be done because it would need to be put out for bid. I was just curious, did that happen, or how did Baker come to be the one to do the pool project?
We sent all that to our attorney. When we put the original ad in paper, I don't have it here.
Was that for like the streetscape?
For the streetscape project, but not for our master plan. For our streetscape master plan, we put the ad in the paper that said that, not that I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said that the person that we contracted would be able to put the plan together and also do any project involved in the plan.
So they would be doing, and Baker would have
They could.
potentially all projects in the city.
They could. They are not doing all projects, but they could
Potentially.
do all projects because they would have selected to a very rigorous.
Oh, yeah, that was a big process.
That took many months. They sent all that up to, actually sent it to the state.
I think it's the DOH. DOH.
To the streetscape project. Set it up to them, they were fine with it, they said absolutely, you did not have to bid out the next streetscape project, because that's exactly how it works, they can do it. So, yeah, we have all the bases on that.
What I wanted to discuss this evening was the issue with overtime within the fire department. I know that it's a problem for them, but they've always been short of manpower. They've always kind of needed more firefighters, and I know that in the next budget there's going to be a new firefighter coming in. I think they just got 2 new ones that are starting. But here recently, it's become an issue. I know that this council voted over a year ago to put the former chief actually back on shift because to help eliminate or reduce some of that overtime. The only concern that I have is that there are firefighters now that are working 3 days in a row. We had one recently that worked actually 4 days in a row. That could just potentially be a public safety issue as far as...
Of course, as you know, they're not forced to work, they only work 1 day.
Well, I understand, but the way the overtime, my understanding, the way it works is there's a list of, like, if they need somebody, they have to start at a certain point, they have to call. So, I don't know if this is maybe something where the city can get with the fire department or the committee through their mutual whatever agreement they have to discuss that with everyone so that it's kind of evenly spread so that there's not any potential for any kind of public safety issues. I think the federal guidelines on that is the firefighter can work more than 72 hours, and if this firefighter works 4 days, that's 96. So it could potentially be an issue there. Oh no, I just wanted to raise this. Council voted on this over a year ago. They took action to put the former chief on shift to eliminate, and I know that they're down in it now with the recent retirement of the former chief, so the new chief really want to have a lot on his plate as far as trying to manage all of that, so he's going to have a very difficult task, and I know he's got the 2 new firefighters coming in, but word is we're going to lose one of our firefighters. So.
The same reasoning we use when we put him on day shift is peaceful.
All right.
And if you put him on shift, if you seem like you're done, we'll be done.
Well, I know we got 2 new coming, but there's talk that maybe we might be losing one of our current firefighters to another city, and that's just going to put an even bigger burden on the department. And, we'd just like to know if, like, the fire committee, I don't know who's running the police and fire committee now, but if they could maybe look at potentially a long-term plan or even get together and get some kind of an emergency short-term plan to make sure that they have the manpower and the tools that they need to do the job.
Well, we formed 2 firefighters in the last 2 months. They are currently working.
Well, I know, but their probationary period, I'm not quite sure what that is, but they're not really...
Right, but they're working.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well...
And I remember that resolution we passed that chief worked on 24-hour shifts, and I believe that it specifies during the pending investigation of the firefighters that they attempted to terminate,
Oh, well, this is not anything to put the current chief on shift. This is just, well, I understand what that all was. And there was also, okay.
The previous council voted to do that during the investigation of the firefighters of the Tennessee determined.
Well,
Those that are here can probably answer your question.
oh, absolutely they could. And actually, council took a vote to form a committee to look into the so-called harassment and bullying within the department, and there's never been anything come of that.
Is there a resolution?
Yes. Okay, motion to adjourn.
Well, no, I mean, there's never been anything come of it. I mean, the allegations were made, but nothing came of
All in
it.
favor?